Touch here with you, touch me.
Hey everybody, this is Jigsaw for webcinema.com doing my review for Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth. We're getting closer to that review of Duke Nukem, and trust me, I am playing the hell out of that game. And just quick update, multiplayer I'm really enjoying, single player, it's about half and half for me. We won't spoil any of the details, of course. Still have to get through it. Right, but today we were talking about Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth. Now this has been requested by more than one person, I just never really felt like doing the review, and I thought, hey, why not throw a user review on my weekly review? So here we go. Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth is a strategy game, real-time strategy game. It's one of those, not like a massive scale armies like Empire Total War, but not like Red Alert where it's like almost individual units. This is about a mixture, so you got about little squad-on-squad tactics, which I kind of like. I find it easier to manage. But this is following the story on Rivendell and that whole area. Like, you'll meet up with a couple familiar faces. Mainly you get to use them in multiplayer and just like arcade kind of fights, in skirmishes and stuff like that, but like in the story you really rarely ever see them. So I thought it was kind of cool that they took a different perspective and decided not to follow the main storyline. As far as balancing goes, I mean, graphically for what it was, for the time it came out, it was pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. For a real-time strategy game, I've seen better for that time that's come out, but it was about a moderate graphic type for when that came out. Runtime, you got some tears, you got some glitches, you got some frame rate issues. Especially when you zoom in on the battles, you get some real frame rate drops and they really heat up, which could be a real problem and slow the game down entirely. Maps are well laid out and very different. The different factions, from the goblins who are like the Zerg, who mass in numbers, to Mordor, to all sorts of the different you have a lot of different faction types, and that was really cool to see. Overall, this game is really, really fun. The multiplayer side of it, also really interesting because it's actually really good online. Matchmaking is very smooth and very fast. I had a little bit of problems here and there playing with it, but then again, I just played with my friends. We just had massive battles. I played a bit online, but I'm not a huge real-time strategy online person, mainly because I'm not Korean, and mainly because I'm not like a strategic rush genius. A couple little nicks and problems. The voice acting is atrocious in this game. Oh my god, it is so bad it is a joke. I've heard, like, seriously, for a real-time strategy game, like, it's pretty bad. So you can just imagine, like, going back to the Red Alert ones with, like, yelling out, like, "Comrade!" in a really heavy, thick Russian accent. So you can only imagine what this one's like. The art style of it, it's pretty good for what it is. You also got a bit of just a hint of problems with some of the classes pretty much being unbalanced against each other. Like, individually, they're very, like, well laid out. Like, I like how the goblins are rushed ones. I like how the elves are very long distance, but then you put them against each other, unless you're like a tactical genius. Like, I tried goblins at first, you will get your ass kicked really fast. Like, some of the classes are really, really, really hard to master. I only understand that's important in a strategy game. I mean, you can't make them almost damn near impossible to master at times. For people bitching and moaning, there's 9 ring wraiths, but there's only 5 in this game. That's obviously for balancing issues, alright? Because those things are fucking god. I mean, overall, this game is, if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, to pick it up. RTS fans, maybe look at some videos, maybe watch some footage, maybe rent it before you pick it up, because this is one you're kind of maybe on the fence about. But overall, Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth 2 gets a 7.5 out of 10.